there's a tool that we're going to begin using when we start on our HTML work. We're going to, when you come back to class, we're going to look at last semester's end project, probably a touch, but then we're going to start diving into HTML. So there's a tool that I want you to get familiar with. You can go to it right now, and it is called CodePen.io. That is CodePen.io. I would encourage you to sign up. I think it's free. You would log in, and let me give you a quick tour of the actual tool itself. First, you have this tool, this little button here, where you can change the view structure, and you can have things on the side, up top, or on the other side. It doesn't really matter. A lot of folks like this top. If you do the top and we start using cascading style sheets, CSS is cascading style sheets, you just drag those from the side. So you have JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. When we aren't using them, I like to push them off to the side, and we'll try to touch on a little bit of all of that to some degree. All right, in HTML, you will be coding here. So you'll end your HTML, and then inside of it, you notice how I did that. I put my beginning and end code in place. A lot of times I like to take it and then just simply place it in again, and then make that copy one and then just create that end. I'm not going to worry about stuff in the head of the document. I'm going to do the body. Again, I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste. I'm going to make that back again, and again I'm going to end this body tag. And so that's one of the ways that I like to do things, is going ahead and just start building your structure. You'll notice that it had unsaved changes, and you can save in. So I'm going to log in real quick. Let me log in to CodePen, and then click the login button. So you notice it erased all that because I wasn't logged in. But you just begin coding in here. All right, so going to CodePen and start coding. When you've got something that you think is worth using, let's go grab a quick piece of code here, and I'm going to just paste it in place, and you're going to notice that it starts to fill in. It's got all these numbers. I'm going to say that, hey, you'll notice certain things that seem to be there. These are classes. So I'm going to go on ahead and just start taking stuff out. But that's what that HTML would look like. So here's what I want you to do. Once you get in there, I want you to build a couple of things. I'm going to erase that. I'm going to use my code editor over here, and let's see if I can do that again. And it auto fills in a lot of this stuff. Let's pull that out of the side, and that way I can go on ahead and get to the meat of the stuff. So I'm going to create some text. Go on ahead and give your document a title. So you notice that the title tag is open bracket, then you have the word title, you close that bracket, then you do it again but with that slash, and inside between those two I'm going to say my first HTML page. Alright, so here I'm just going to put a paragraph of text. Notice I open with a P tag, and that's paragraph, and I'm going to just jot down a paragraph of text. I'm going to show you another quick tool that I like to use called Lipsum.com. This will generate text. I'm going to have it generate lorem ipsum, which is just fake text. And I'm going to grab a hold of all this text right here, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to CodePen, which I have as a saved tag. Actually, I'm going to go back to my code editor. I'm going to do this. Now, between each one of these little breaks, I'm going to put an end paragraph and a begin paragraph. Now, you'll notice I copy that, and then I just paste it between each one. And that way I end the paragraph before. So here's the beginning of the paragraph before, here's the end, here's the beginning of the next paragraph, the end of that next paragraph. Okay, so I got text in there. All right, what other kinds of things would we want? You know, what types of elements might we have? We're going to start with text. I will tell you about 80% of the stuff you do in a web page is going to be text by and large. There's a lot of places where images are prevalent on the web, but nonetheless, there's often tons more text, even if it's hidden in the background. So we will be talking about how to do images. We'll be talking about how to do buttons. We'll talk about how to organize and lay out a page. And so we're going to do all kinds of stuff. We're going to create space between elements. And we're going to try our best to learn all this stuff. So I'm going to copy all this code that I did there. I wanted to do it quickly so I could paste it in place, and you could see it begin to be just present on there. Notice that I got images, buttons, organize, layout, but wait a second. If I go up here, those things are in different lines. Why are they in one single line? So this is your first thing that I want you to do. I want you to get accustomed to the paragraph tag and how to use it. Okay? I will also want you to get accustomed to how to copy and paste things so that you get the behaviors that you want. Okay? So again, I wanted images, buttons, organized layout, a page, space between elements. By putting these things in their places, you'll notice that they started by putting these p tags where I put them. They started to lay out the tag, but this is really messy. So let me show you one more tool that I use. And always look up here at the URL, and you'll see I'm going to go to this tab. It's called freeformatter.com. I'm going to go to this HTML formatter. I'm going to paste my HTML here, and I'm going to tell it to format that HTML. You notice that now it puts lots of breaks and lots of indent in that text. I'm going to click copy. Now I'm going to go back to CodePen, and I'm going to paste it in place. Okay? So what are some of the tools you learned to use? You have learned to use, and I'm just going to create a heading. Okay? Look at that, H1. I'm going to do /H1. And I'm going to say tools you should become familiar with. And that's incorrect grammar, but I don't care. This is an HTML class, not a grammar class. You're going to learn about, you know what, instead of doing a paragraph, I'm going to do a bullet list. UL, that's unordered list. I'm going to close that unordered list, and I am going to put a list item in there. Again, I'm going to close that list item, and I want you to learn about code CodePen, and that is codepen.io. I want you to learn about free formatter, and that is at freeformatter.com. What are some other ones that we're going to use? Oh, yeah, if you don't have an account there yet, you should get one and begin using ChatGPT. And that is at chatgpt.openai.com. I believe I actually have to go there to see it. You'll notice that I use it to format my text, so it's chatgpt.com, so I had that wrong, so let's go change that. Chatgpt.com. So chatgpt.com. Again, it says, remember to save your work. Okay, let me talk about that. In CodePen, to save your work, you first must give it a title. So this is going to be called my, oh, come on, I gotta click the pencil. My first HTML project or page or whatever you're gonna call it, okay? And when you click off of it, that's what it's saved as. And you can click save and it'll save those changes. Now check all this out. You see I have all this text by using the paragraph tag. I've put space between these things. I've learned about this this way to make bullet point lists. Other things we're going to do is we are going to learn how to bold text by calling it strong. I'm going to hit /strong. So there you go. If you look there, you'll notice when we come down here, you got this text right here has been bolded. Okay. You also see that we can make some text italicized, called emphasis, and we'll do /em. There we go. And now you notice that we have this ipsum dolor sit amet is now it is now italicized. You can actually stack those things. So strong, italicize. You can change the size of text. So we're going to start learning a lot about how to just format text. So what do I want you to do? First off, I want you to create a page with text in it. Create a page with text in it. Begin to format that text. You know what? That's a paragraph, and that should probably be a bullet list. So let me give you another bullet list here. So let's take that, copy it, and I'm going to say your assignment. Let's do this as an H2. I'm going to go /H2 your assignment will be to this is an ordered list where I want you to log an account at CodePen. All right, so that's the first thing. I want you to begin your first HTML doc. Notice what I didn't do? I didn't end that list item. Then I want you to create a biography page about yourself. What should it have in it? It should have let's see here. I'm going to have an unordered list. Oops, come on, hitting the wrong keys. An unordered list here. I'm going to create a list item with an end of that list item. And I'm going to copy, paste, paste. You need to have your name as a header. And that's an H1 through H6 tag. Okay. Have your age as a header. So if your name is H1, then if your name is H1, then your age probably would be like an H2 or an H3. Oh yeah, let's talk about what grade you're in. Grade you are in. And again, that could be H2 through 4, something like that. And then that's an H2 through 4 tag. Then I want you to list item, close list item, write 2 to 3 paragraphs, and it doesn't even have to be true, it could just be copied text. I don't care what the content is, but it needs to be 2 to 3 different paragraphs of text. Okay, you may want to make some information. Let me do this list item, close list item. You may want to make some of that text seem more important. Make some text more important with bold or italicized text. Okay, so if you can do that, you will see the tools that you should use are these. Your assignment is to get you an account at CodePen, begin your first HTML document, create a biography about yourself with these types of things. Okay, so if you'll go do that and bring that to class on Monday, our first Monday back, which I believe will be the 6th unless we get snowed out, then we will start discussing that in the future or throughout the rest of the semester, and think about how we can build cool stuff online. Anyway, take a look at this, enjoy it, make sure you save your documents and save your stuff, and just HTML goes in the body. Okay, yeah, I got it. So great, I don't care. So you've got all that. Start working and look forward to seeing your work here soon. All right, see ya, bye.